Hello again everyone, sorry it's been so long since I've last done a video, but as you can see by where I am, I've had to move my bees. Long story short, they were on a community site near where I live and one of the neighbours complained. I could have argued blah blah blah, but being a sensible and respectful beekeeper, I just moved them to save any trouble. So a bit of advice: if you get any sort of problems and you don't want the problems to carry on, just move your bees. So I'm lucky enough to have found this beautiful spot though. It's surrounded by bramble, which you can see the bees buzzing around. You know, that's what they're actually feeding on at the moment, because there's another couple of weeks left on the flower of them, and then we'll go into the main sort of floral season for the summer. Hopefully this weather holds. And as you can see by the amount of buzzing, we haven't touched them yet, we've just been observing. They've settled in really well. They've been here, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, about 2 weeks now. Yeah, I've done one inspection since they arrived, and we're very pleased with how they settled in. One of them needs a frame, so got that on standby. So I'll crack on and hope you enjoy. Where's the smoke going? There's a little bit of stick to that roof then. Right, this is the stronger of the two colonies, Ron as I call them. By the way, they're Ron and Reg after the Cray twins, because you know, bees, sting, angry. This kind of made sense. So that's why I nicknamed them. Now this one, when they arrived on site 2 weeks ago, they both arrived with empty supers and the brood box obviously stropped up and bunged up and stuff. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are working on 6, 7 and 8 already. And just to give you an idea, I'm not going to play around too much in here because I don't really want to disturb the honey supers, because when they get a pattern you like to leave them. But look at that, you can see that one's nearly catfoot, and I've got the same on the two either side of it. So these girls are working really well and have settled in beautifully, to the point that they're gluing everything down now. So I'm going to very carefully keep them in the super. Really queen excluders down. This is when they start gluing everything down, it becomes a pain, I'll be honest, but it's a good sign, because it means that they're working really well, because they're even going to the effort of gluing stuff like this down that they just wouldn't bother with otherwise. You know, I mean, normally these just pop off, but as you can see, I've got to literally unseal, and I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, just all the way around the edge like that with your hive tool, and then slide it off so the queen, if the queen's upside down, she stays in the box, and just leave the bees on it and off we go as usual. First thing out, dummy board. Still can't get hold of another one of these for that, you know. It's such a good bee season in the UK so far that suppliers are having real problems, and obviously with the COVID lockdown, you know, factories were out of business for a while, so supplies are short, and trying to get hold of stuff's a bit of an issue at the moment, but hopefully things will sort themselves out. It's that one it's got going. Right, I'm going to take my time today because I haven't done a video for a while, and I actually haven't seen the queens for a couple of weeks myself, so I am actually queen hunting today. So can you keep an eye on that smoker please, Nick? Make sure she doesn't go out. I don't know if anybody, if you can see in there, you can see a few brood hatching in there. I don't know if I'm the right camera. A few, I've noticed few queen cells on this one. But no sign of her madge that I can see, so get that frame off. There we go. So we got one up here, look, which is wet as well, so I will actually go to the effort of removing everything, all the gunk. At the end of the day, the bees will soon, there's another one there, the bees will soon readjust the wax chambers that they, or whatever you call it. There it goes. There's a couple hatching beautifully there for you. Just there, look, see them coming out there.
Bring it down. I can't. There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just there, look. One's a drone. That's a drone, that one. In fact, I think they're both drones. Look at the size of the eyes. You see how big the eyes are on them, look. In fact, that's a worker and a drone. You can see that. You can see them communicating. You can see the eye difference in them. Huge, great eyes. Whereas workers, they got much smaller eyes than females. So that side's clean. The last time I inspected this colony, they were building queen cells for breakfast, basically, because bless them, they were put on a new site when I got them, spent a month there, and then were forcibly, unfortunately, moved. So, considering what they've been through, get that going. Yeah, so considering they've been forcibly moved twice, I'm actually surprised how well they're doing. Ignite is in there. So it might get a bit hectic now because unfortunately my smoke has gone out, so while my partner just relights that, let's just get on with it. Well, we got lots of cat brood on this one. No sign of Her Majesty, and we've got a queen cup there, so that will be coming out. And we've got a sealed queen cell. Well, for those of you that have never seen a sealed queen cell, that's one on the end there. You know, it's very small, so you know, that's tiny. That's like half the size that you want a queen to be. So you know, out she comes, and just tidy it back up a bit for them. Because as I said before, I don't want these swarming on me, so I'm very vigilant. See, that's a dry cell, that one, so this is good. They're settling down because these are the two frames that they generally like to build their queen cells on. Little tip as you go as well, just give each frame a little scrape. And look, you can see the amount of propolis and wax that they'll pop on, and any dead bees that you accidentally squash, you know, takes them off as well. They're going good.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Whoa! Whoa.
It's on.
Sorry, girls. Because there we go. That's what you want.
Bring it down a bit.
Beautiful brood pattern there. You got all the sealed nectar and food round here. That's all worker directed because it's low. Look, there's a tiny little. I don't know what they're playing out with that one, but there's a tiny queen cell there. But yeah, you know they're working it. Look, same the other side. Absolutely stunning. Let's see if she's working. Oh, and we got grubs here, and then we got eggs. No, she's been on this one a few days ago. Yeah, alright. No, she's not on that one. But I mean, look, absolutely beautiful. Lovely pattern for that. Back in the box for that one. promising for eggs anyway, but still no sign of the elusive one. Come on, where are you? Oh, no. No, that's spotted some odd comb up here that's, I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but I don't like it. But so look predominantly food that side. I don't know what this little puzzle is about, but we've got cat brood and we got eggs. Beautiful. So we know the queen's in it. There's eggs. That's good. Ooh. Thanks, son. Sorry for the delay, folks, but we were trying just wood without the pellets that I normally use, and yeah, it's not working, so I'll just relight this with the pellets, because these pellets last so well. Keep going. Food frame with not even a effort on that. Right. Now we're coming into the nest. Just as I thought, lots of activity. Oh, it's hot up here, isn't it?
A sun trap.
Yeah, we've got fresh eggs and brood again on this one. So again, I'm happy the queen's in here now, so I'm actually going to stop looking for the queen now, because I'll see 2 frames with fresh eggs on, so she's definitely in here. We'll just remove any queen cups and cells now. These guys are just so strong that they just want to swarm all the time. Come on. Pellets definitely last better. So that's a lesson learnt. Yeah, building out that one nicely. That'll be lovely. I mean, I might seem like I'm rushing now, but I've seen all the things I want to see. I know the queen's in here, so now it's a case of make sure there's no more queen cups or cells and close them back up, because at the end of the day, the less disturbance to them the better, because, you know, while I'm doing this, look, these should be working. So, you know, the quicker you do it, the more honey you get, I suppose, is the long and short of it. because they'll settle back down quicker. It's so heavy with food. I think they settled lovely now. Again, this one is loaded. Honestly, that is... God. And not a single cut or anything on there, so they're using the end frames for food, which is brilliant. Again, heavy. Not even a queen cup in sight, beautiful. So, on conclusion, happy with these guys. They're working well. They've calmed down swarm wise. Oh, dummy ball, well done Nick, thank you. See, always good to have a partner, little tip guys, because you can't remember everything. Plus it makes it more interesting and fun, you've got someone to talk to, yeah? Looking at this super, they're concentrating on one side of it, so I'm going to actually annoy them a bit and swap it round. So they start filling this side, because they literally near enough filled that side and capped it. So give them a little bit of encouragement to fill this side for me. Give them tap them back in down there. Go on, off the roof, crown board, sorry. Come on, off you go. All straight?
Yep.
Wow. Beautiful. Right, we'll leave them to it and move on to Reg, as I like to call her. Now, although she's the weak, well, she's not that weak now actually, but she is the weaker of the two colonies, but she's usually the more aggressive as well for some strange reason. Yeah, they need to come back in the shade a bit more.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of information on moving bees. I can't pick this hive up and move it all the way over there. They get lost. In the UK we have a little rule, the 3 foot 3 miles. In between, don't do it, because you'll lose your bees. So, this one especially is a bit out in the sun here, so I want to hopefully take these branches off. Just tuck them under that tree, just give them a bit of shade, but I'll have to do it. We've actually moved them today a little bit, so can't move them anymore, but next time I'll move them a couple of feet back, and then each week. So, little tip there, if you want to move them around your apiary a couple of foot at a time, or over 3 miles or 5 kilometres is their max range. So they'll go hunting for food. If they find a really good food source, they'll go up to 5 kilometres for it. But I mean, we're surrounded by bramble, which they got another 2 weeks of flower on this yet, so you can see they're actually feeding off of it. So what's in there will be bramble honey, so that should be quite nice. Now, as expected, these guys are not in the super stick. Because they've had a lot of new frames in their brood box, these ones. So they've been doing a lot of work downstairs basically. And as you'll see in a minute, as you'll see, but not a bee on it, so I'll pass that to you, Nick, please. That's the frame I'm replacing today. I have got another one they don't like, so that one will come back. and the one that hopefully they'll start on then goes in. And then this is, see what I mean? Now, this is why they ain't in the super yet, because they're busy concentrating on their brood box, but I'm happy with their progress down here. They're building very well and they're quite aggressive and defensive usually. They're actually doing really good today. But then they haven't hit the old nest yet. So this is a nice food frame. Nicely drawn out. Very nicely drawn out. So I mean they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new frames in here, which might seem quite excessive, but all I've done is replace frames that they weren't actually using. And as you can see by the way they're drawing out the new frames, you know, I obviously made the right decision because they are using the new frames. I mean I can see by the darkness, because this is freshly made comb. You can see the darkness, that means that bees have hatched from these cells. There's one cap there, look. So I know she's laying on that frame. So she's accepted it into the nest. A lot of people don't like this on, you know, but I tend to just leave it on there, you know, it's inside the hive. It's their business, you know. As long as it's not causing any problems for me, then just leave it. I hate when they get on your hand because it tickles. Yeah, again she's, oh we got fresh eggs straight away on this frame. I don't know, you see the camera, can't you, Nick? Hang on, just have to make sure the queen's not on it first. So we've got right, so this side we've got lots of crap brood, look.
Back up there.
Yeah, so on the other side, okay, it's this corner I'm aiming for, Nick.
Yep.
Can
Yeah, that's it.
you see the little tiny white little spiky things?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, they're the fresh eggs. Upright means they've been laid within a day or two. If they start, because they start off upright, lean over, curl, turn into a grub and curl out and stand back upright, pupate. So, upright egg, day or two, laying down egg within a week, grubs within a week to 2 weeks, depending how big they are, roughly. Varies species to species, obviously, but. So again, I'm happy she's in it. I found fresh eggs and I've got loads on this frame again. No queen cells, so see Reg is doing really well. She's building nicely for August, very nicely. She's gonna hit supers like crazy in August, looking at the way the brood box is being built. Really nice to see her. This is the one, by the way, folks, that you've seen before, that she's usually quite easy to find, but we just haven't seen her for a few weeks. But again, fresh eggs, so she's down this end actually. So the laying's getting fresh. I mean that all of the middle of that frame is fresh. All of the middle of that frame is fresh eggs. So she's been on that within 48 hours. And she's working that way. I can tell that by the stages on each frame, you see. Which is why I work the same way, you know, I work in one way 1 week, back that way the next week's, because that's what the queen does. She'll go one way and then she comes back on herself, because it takes her the hatch cycle of the bees to get over the whole brood box then. It's clever stuff. Oh wow. I can't get over how dirty this frame looks, but she loves it. Look, it's just, look, you can see the grubs. There's just loads on it. She absolutely loves this frame, although there's a dry queen cup there. going to hang him off of this one. Little tiny, yeah, and it's dry, so not even make too much of a mess of that. Yeah, I can't believe how much she likes that frame still, considering how many pupate skins there are on it. You know, I would have thought she'd be rejecting that one by now, but as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What I saw of them, but it was somebody with pollen on their legs. You may have missed it, you know. Looking at this frame, this one looks... No, there's pretty fresh eggs on this one as well. Not so many though. There's nothing I don't want to see on this frame at all, so very happy. We've got a little bit of side comb on this one, so we'll remove that, just tidy it up in there, but this one's just laden with food, so without very much of do. Look at that lot. Shame to be on that, it's all food. Yeah, very old frame, so I could replace it, but they've got so much new stuff in here. They're using it for food okay, so it's pretty heavy. You can see all the nectar in it, look. And look at them with their heads in the pots. So I'll put it back in a sec, but just want to get rid of some of this brace comb on the side here. Again, I'm not taking it from them though. I'll let that drop in the hive because they'll recycle that, you know, it costs them effort to make this wax. So, you know, they'll take that off the bottom quite happily and recycle it. I'd say the queen's there looking at that cluster. I mean, there's a small cluster there, but that looks like a guarding cluster. And they're not budging too easy either. So yeah, all in all, come on, out of the way. Very happy. They've settled in nicely. They're doing exactly as I expected. They both calmed down. Ron's filling the super like there's no tomorrow. Reg is still sorting her brood box. Go and get back downstairs, sweetheart. So, conclusion. As you can see, she's still not as strong as Ron, sorry, but still pretty strong. I'm very happy with what I saw inside, so hope you all enjoyed and see you next time.